All right. So thank you. So somehow this my meeting is I'm with another meeting with assessment university. I'm the department chair for computer science program, and right now I have like meeting going on for assessment from state inspection. So I'll try to cut short. I was expecting at 1:30 since we run a little bit longer. So technically, this my talk is more on philosophical, and since this emerging of new technologies, the new communication systems, 6G and beyond technologies, quantum communications, quantum computer, and the advance in AI. So all those things happening right now, and so this kind of philosophical, I want to see that what happens, what way we need to go in future, and in which area we want to focus. So I'll go very fast. This is more general information. So since IoT is one of the major factor going beyond like 5G and 6G and beyond networks, with like a lot of devices connected to internet, and currently around 20 billions, and shortly in a couple of years it will be doubling. So that forces us to go to find new technology. There are different kind of network also emerging right now. So I'll talk quickly about that. And so idea of this machine learning, especially there's so many different machine learning algorithms been developed, but still question mark, what is the standard of machine learning? Who is measuring? Who is assessing this quality? Since I'm from healthcare, pharma, and so we follow certain standards and measures. So still there's a long way to go to see which AI or machine learning is most up to standard. So this is one of the perspective in future technologies, and so especially with development of IoTs and kind of active different network softwares, and this mainly the sensors, the the unmanned vehicles, and the communications with edge computing, and development of the software-defined network, how to cope up with them, how to communicate and share those communication with unmanned vehicles, and how you how you protect those communications. That can be like a lot of research been going on in that area. So especially this AI, like artificial intelligence, the cybernization is the concept where you combine the human intelligence or with AI, or you combine with organs and AI together. So this one of the work I have done like 12, 15 years earlier. One of the medical doctor with Anthony Atala, we built during that time. We published this article like the computer and human body both are programmable. Human cells are programmable. So this concept in a lot of work has been evolved over a period of time. So idea of cybernizations is taking already. We are using so many devices, IoT devices, connected with our body, and we try to communicate with doctors or who is the interested person can connect those information, and we sense those information from our organs and communicate as per our need. Again, it's depending what need we want to communicate. So I try to little fast here, and so mainly this information focus more on different electronic terminal devices. Those like mostly those IoT health related, and one of the current work we has been working on metaverse, with IoT devices, and how metaverse evolve with connecting these devices. And so our counter partner in South Korea, and South Korea is the country which is putting a lot of investment on metaverse computing and in that area. So why all those things at this time, right? So many things are already evolving, and we have been using them right now. And so especially these, the conjunction with various kind of extensions of your cyber world, especially I think one of the speaker talk about the metaverse, the use of AR, VR, and like high level of application recently. So the demand of metaverse, like when we bring, so we need the high performance computer where we have like and also the fast network, and also connecting without delay, and also there is a development of the network special channel which carry our emotions, like if you're hurt, you can pass those emotions and other people can understand and feel and intensity what you feel. So all those new development right now, I'm talking more on philosophical point of view, but these are exactly currently happening. This is already taking the shapes, and so what is our what we call dilemma at this point with the business perspective or humanity perspective, where we need to stand, and what would be our future direction. So many of these relation I focus most due to this device to devices, unlike unmanned vehicular devices, what I was talking about. And there's a system which developed currently in security challenges with development of so much highly complex network. So many things need to be integrated properly in order to make system, for example, metaverse to work. And so those brings like a lot of issues, and also same time the new hope that how you come up with a new kind of cryptography, a new kind of system which evolve itself, which changes, like when move to one network to another network, or when we consider software-defined network, it changes. Its value keep changing, and automatically validate based on where the information is traveling. So there are so many different kind of communication network right now. We are focusing, so most of our focus network and perspective of between IP and minimum Ethernet. The keynote speaker today he gave this in the morning was really it's very for business perspective also, for technical perspective also, it was really a fact. But what will happen if we use IP-less communication? So currently we work, actually our core research is a computing paradigm where we do not use any operating system. We call bare machine computing, and we communicate direct application to applications. So even without having IP addresses, so these new, so many different types of network are evolving. So in the future, so where we are going, where we are heading, this is kind of philosophical questions, and this mainly those cryptography. We started with RSA is kind of one of the standard, but the emerging of the quantum computing and all the parallel processing. So those tougher cryptographies are very easy to crack with the development of high performance computing. So what's the next? So in your, especially again that we evolve in one of the speakers also talked about 3.0, 2.0 web, and so during that time, what is your iterations and how you're going to protect with this high performance computing? So there is, I think, one of the great thing I like to highlight here. So there is a lot of use of proxy re-encryptions I can see in the future, like especially in blockchain and all. So communicating with different platform, communicating with different systems. So and with the development of Web3. So proxy re-encryption is the platform which will allow you to share information without being compromised, and with higher quantum resistant cryptography, which cannot cracked by the high performance or quantum computers. So again, this lastly, just I will not go into technical of the quantum communications evolutions with. So, but still this, even though high performance, only we have applications of quantum computer is for particular things. We cannot do the mundane things or day-to-day business or day-to-day work with quantum computer. So there's still, there's a long way to go, but there is some different programming perspective in which where you can, quantum computers and our traditional computer, or what we call binary computing, can meet, can handshake together and solve our day-to-day problems. So this is a little bit of my, since I'm in rush, I'm already in another meeting. But if you have any questions, I will definitely like to answer. But this is very huge. I can keep talking days. Still, I cannot end. So this is like very general, broad, philosophical talk. But the idea is that how we are coping up, how technology, how businesses are seeing how they are capturing their growth on, and those people who are in the business, the changing of this trend, how will they sustain, what model they will change. So those are kind of my perspective, and I will stop here. Yeah, thank you. So if you have any questions, I would like to address quickly.